The RMS Titanic. Even the name evokes a sense of awe and tragedy. On a cold April night in 1912, this giant met its match in an iceberg. The story of its sinking has captivated the world for over a century. Images of the grand staircase and the struggle for survival are etched into our memory. The Titanic disaster was a stark reminder of the fragility of human life. The event sent shockwaves across the globe. Over 1,500 souls perished, leaving behind a legacy of heartbreak. This tragic event gave birth to countless stories. The scale of the disaster created fertile ground for myths and legends. These stories have become intertwined with the actual events. The enduring fascination with the Titanic speaks to our curiosity about the past. We're drawn to stories of human resilience and the cruel hand of fate. We must be cautious not to let myths overshadow the truth. The sinking of the Titanic was more than just a news story. It became a global sensation. Newspapers around the world splashed dramatic headlines and harrowing accounts of the disaster, captivating readers with every detail. The public was hungry for information, and the media was eager to provide it, even if it meant embellishing the truth. The disaster occurred at a time when communication technology was rapidly evolving. The use of telegraphs and wireless communication meant that news of the sinking spread faster and wider than any previous maritime disaster. This immediacy amplified the impact of the event, making it feel more real and personal to people around the world. As the world grappled with the enormity of the tragedy, myths and misconceptions began to emerge. Some were harmless exaggerations, while others took on a life of their own, influencing popular understanding of the event for generations to come. These myths often stemmed from a lack of reliable information, the desire for sensationalism, or attempts to find someone or something to blame. The stories surrounding the Titanic's demise weren't confined to hushed whispers or campfire tales. They found their way into books, films, and songs. Popular culture embraced the Titanic narrative, weaving it into our collective consciousness and shaping our understanding of the event. While some artistic interpretations aimed for historical accuracy, others prioritized dramatic effect, further blurring the lines between fact and fiction. Today, over a century after the Titanic sank beneath the waves, separating fact from fiction remains a challenge. The passage of time has made it difficult to verify accounts, and many primary sources have been lost or are subject to interpretation. Despite the efforts of historians and researchers, some myths have become so ingrained in our collective memory that they are often accepted as truth. This exploration aims to delve into the heart of the Titanic story, carefully examining the evidence and challenging long-held assumptions. We will navigate through the murky waters of myth and misconception, seeking to uncover the truth behind the legend. By confronting these inaccuracies, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the complexities of the event and honor the memory of those who perished. Our journey will take us through some of the most persistent myths surrounding the Titanic. We will explore the claims of the ship's unsinkability, the role of the lookout and his missing binoculars, and the controversial speed at which the Titanic traveled through the icy waters of the North Atlantic. By dissecting these claims, we aim to provide a more nuanced and accurate understanding of this pivotal event. The Titanic's legacy extends far beyond the wreckage that lies scattered across the ocean floor. It serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature, the limits of human ambition, and the importance of learning from the past. By separating fact from fiction, we can ensure that the true story of the Titanic, in all its tragedy and complexity, continues to resonate with future generations. The legend of the Titanic is often preceded by a single powerful adjective: unsinkable. The Titanic, at the time of its launch, was a marvel of engineering. Its innovative safety features fostered a belief in its invincibility. Newspaper articles hailed the Titanic as a triumph of human ingenuity. Brochures boasted of the ship's unparalleled design and advanced technology. The ship was designed with safety in mind. However, this confidence would ultimately contribute to the tragic events that unfolded. The White Star Line, facing stiff competition from rival shipping companies, recognized the need to position the Titanic as not just a luxury liner, but as a symbol of progress and unwavering safety. Their marketing campaign, a masterstroke of persuasion, played on the public's fascination with the ship's grandeur and technological advancements. Brochures depicted the Titanic as a floating palace, replete with opulent staterooms, grand dining saloons, and even a swimming pool, unheard-of luxuries for sea travel at the time. These images of extravagance were juxtaposed with pronouncements of the ship's unparalleled safety features, creating a narrative that resonated with both the wealthy elite and the aspirational middle class. The term unsinkable, while never explicitly used by the White Star Line in their official literature, permeated the public discourse surrounding the Titanic. Newspaper articles echoing the company's claims of superior design and safety frequently used the term, solidifying the perception of the ship's invincibility. This marketing strategy, while undeniably successful in attracting passengers and generating buzz, had unintended consequences. By emphasizing the Titanic's safety to such an extent, the White Star Line inadvertently fostered a false sense of security, leading passengers and crew to believe that the ship was immune to the perils of the sea. The haunting image of the Titanic, a beacon of human ingenuity swallowed by the icy depths, has spawned countless theories and speculations. One enduring myth centers on a pair of binoculars. The lookouts in the crow's nest were without binoculars. This myth suggests it contributed to the Titanic's inability to spot the iceberg. The missing binoculars symbolize human error, a simple oversight with catastrophic consequences. While emotionally resonant, it oversimplifies the complex chain of events. Section 2. Examining the evidence. Did the lack of binoculars hinder the lookout? While the absence of binoculars undoubtedly played a role in the Titanic's final moments, it's crucial to examine the context and limitations of their potential impact. Binoculars, while helpful in magnifying distant objects, have a limited field of view. This means that using binoculars effectively requires scanning the horizon systematically, which can be challenging on a moving ship, especially in darkness. Furthermore, the conditions on the night of the sinking were far from ideal for visual observation. The sea was unusually calm, creating a phenomenon known as a flat sea, which made it difficult to distinguish between the horizon and the base of icebergs. The absence of moonlight further hampered visibility, creating a dimly lit environment where, even with binoculars, spotting an iceberg at a distance would have been a challenge. Testimonies from the official inquiries into the disaster revealed that even experienced lookouts trained to spot hazards in varying conditions struggled to identify icebergs on that fateful night. This suggests that the lack of binoculars, while a factor, was not the sole or even primary reason for the delayed sighting of the iceberg. It's also important to note that the Titanic was traveling at a high speed through an area known to have icebergs. This decision, driven by a combination of factors including competitive pressures and a desire to adhere to the scheduled arrival time, significantly reduced the reaction time available to the crew, even if the iceberg had been spotted earlier. The Titanic's controversial speed. As the Titanic embarked on its maiden voyage, it carried the hopes and dreams of thousands. Was the Titanic traveling too fast, pushing the limits of prudence? The ship's speed is central to understanding the tragic collision. Some argue it was excessive, given the ice warnings. Others say it was normal for transatlantic liners of that era. The debate over the Titanic's speed speaks to risk, responsibility, and progress. Section 3. A race against time, the illusion of control. The Titanic's high speed, while controversial in retrospect, must be understood within the context of its time. The early 20th century was an era marked by rapid technological advancement and a belief in human mastery over the natural world. The automobile, the airplane, and the wireless telegraph were all symbols of progress, fueling a sense of optimism and a belief that anything was possible. This technological optimism, however, often masked the inherent risks associated with pushing boundaries. The Titanic, despite its innovative design and advanced safety features, remained vulnerable to the unpredictable forces of nature. The ship's high speed, while impressive in its own right, reduced the margin for error and limited the crew's ability to react to unexpected hazards. The illusion of control, fueled by technological advancements and a sense of human exceptionalism, blinded many to the inherent dangers of the sea. The Titanic's tragic fate serves as a stark reminder that even the most sophisticated technology and experienced crew cannot entirely mitigate the risks associated with navigating the vast and unforgiving ocean. The debate over the Titanic's speed, while captivating in its own right, should not overshadow the broader lessons of the disaster. The tragedy serves as a timeless reminder of the importance of humility in the face of nature, the need for constant vigilance, and the enduring power of the sea. More than numbers, stories of loss and sacrifice. The human face of the Titanic tragedy is perhaps best understood through the individual stories that emerged from the wreckage. Tales of heroism, selflessness, and the enduring strength of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable adversity serve as a testament to the resilience of those who perished and those who survived. Among the most heart-wrenching accounts are those of families separated by fate. The Astors, one of the wealthiest families aboard, faced the chaos and uncertainty with a mix of courage and despair. John Jacob Astor IV, a prominent businessman, perished in the sinking, while his pregnant wife Madeline survived, clinging to the hope of reuniting with her husband until the bitter truth became undeniable. The story of the Strausses, an elderly couple who chose to face their fate together rather than be separated in the chaos, embodies the enduring power of love and commitment. Isidore Strauss, co-owner of Macy's department store, refused to board a lifeboat while women and children remained on board. His wife, Ida, steadfastly refused to leave his side, choosing to face the unknown together. These stories, each a testament to the complexities of human nature and the enduring bonds of love, loyalty, and sacrifice, provide a glimpse into the emotional landscape of the Titanic disaster. They remind us that behind the staggering statistics lie real people with hopes, dreams, and loved ones, their lives forever interwoven with the tragedy. The Titanic in the public imagination, a story that endures. Over a century after its tragic demise, the Titanic continues to captivate our collective imagination. The story of the unsinkable ship, a symbol of human ambition and technological prowess, brought low by the unforgiving power of nature, has transcended the boundaries of time, becoming a timeless parable that resonates with each new generation. Books, films, documentaries, and even musicals have drawn inspiration from the Titanic story, each offering a unique interpretation of the events and their aftermath. These artistic representations, while varying in their historical accuracy, reflect our enduring fascination with the disaster and our desire to make sense of its enduring legacy. The Titanic story holds a particular allure for those drawn to tales of human drama and the complexities of fate. The stark contrast between the opulence and grandeur of the ship's design and the chaotic terror of its final moments provides fertile ground for exploring themes of class, social injustice, and the fragility of human life in the face of overwhelming odds. The enduring popularity of the Titanic narrative speaks to our innate curiosity about the past and our desire to connect with historical events on an emotional level. The tragedy serves as a reminder of our shared humanity, transcending cultural and geographical boundaries, and prompting us to reflect on the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing our loved ones. Section 3. Seeking Truth Through the Fog. The importance of critical inquiry. As we navigate the vast sea of information about the Titanic, it's crucial to approach the subject with a critical eye, questioning assumptions and seeking out reliable sources. The passage of time, while adding to the legend of the Titanic, has also made it more challenging to separate fact from fiction. The advent of the internet and the proliferation of online content have made it easier than ever to access information about the Titanic. However, this ease of access also comes with a responsibility to evaluate sources carefully, considering their biases, motivations, and adherence to historical accuracy. Reputable historians, researchers, and maritime experts have dedicated their lives to uncovering the truth about the Titanic, meticulously examining primary sources, interviewing survivors, and analyzing the wreckage itself. Their work, often published in academic journals and books, provides invaluable insights into the complexities of the disaster and helps to dispel persistent myths. When encountering information about the Titanic, it's essential to ask critical questions. Who is the author or source of this information? What are their credentials and expertise? What evidence do they provide to support their claims? Is this information consistent with other reputable sources? Section 4. Honoring the past, learning for the future. The sinking of the Titanic, a tragedy etched in history, continues to offer valuable lessons for humanity. By engaging in critical inquiry, questioning assumptions, and seeking out accurate information, we can honor the memory of those who perished and ensure that their stories are remembered with the respect and dignity they deserve. The Titanic's legacy extends far beyond the wreckage that lies scattered across the ocean floor. It serves as a timeless reminder of the importance of humility in the face of nature, the need for constant vigilance, and the enduring power of the sea. By confronting myths and embracing a nuanced understanding of the disaster, we can learn from the mistakes of the past and work towards a future where safety, responsibility, and respect for the power of the natural world guide our actions. Our journey into the Titanic story has taken us through myths, misconceptions, and enduring legends. We've confronted the allure of the unsinkable ship, delved into controversies, and grappled with the human cost of that night. Through it all, we've sought to separate fact from fiction and honor those who perished. The Titanic has become a symbol exploring human ambition, technology limits, and nature's power. The myths reflect our need to find explanations and make sense of tragedy. By examining evidence and questioning assumptions, we've unveiled the Titanic beyond sensationalized headlines. The Titanic's legacy extends far beyond the wreckage that lies scattered across the ocean floor. It lives on in the countless stories, both real and imagined, that continue to captivate audiences worldwide. Books, films, documentaries, and even musicals have drawn inspiration from the disaster, each offering a unique interpretation of the events and their aftermath. The enduring fascination with the Titanic speaks to our shared humanity, our innate curiosity about the past, and our desire to connect with historical events on an emotional level. The story's themes of courage, sacrifice, social injustice, and the fragility of life resonate across cultures and generations, prompting us to reflect on our own mortality and the importance of cherishing our loved ones. The Titanic disaster also serves as a stark reminder of the power of narrative, how stories, once told and retold, can shape our understanding of the past. The myths that have become intertwined with the Titanic's history, while often distorting the truth, highlight the importance of critical thinking, the need to question assumptions, and the value of seeking out reliable sources of information. As we've seen, the Titanic story is not a simple one, easily categorized as a tale of human error or technological failure. It's a complex tapestry woven from threads of ambition, innovation, social dynamics, and the unpredictable forces of nature. By embracing this complexity, by acknowledging the nuances of history, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the tragedy and its enduring impact on our world. The Titanic, though long gone beneath the waves, continues to echo through time, its story a poignant reminder of both the fragility and the resilience of the human spirit. The ship's tragic fate, forever etched in our collective memory, compels us to confront the limits of human ambition, the importance of responsibility, and the enduring power of the natural world. As we've journeyed through the Titanic's history, separating myth from reality and grappling with the complexities of the disaster, we've been reminded that the past is not a static entity frozen in time. It's a living, breathing narrative, constantly being reshaped and reinterpreted through the lens of the present. The Titanic story, in all its tragedy and grandeur, serves as a timeless reminder that the pursuit of knowledge, the questioning of assumptions, and the commitment to seeking truth are essential to understanding our world and our place within it. May we carry the lessons of the Titanic with us as we navigate the uncharted waters of the future, always striving for a world where safety, compassion, and respect for the delicate balance of life guide our course.